Welcome everyone to the Google On Everything YouTube channel. So, picture this. March 2025. Something mysterious is seen flying erratically over Buga, Colombia, before it falls to Earth. And what was found? Well, it would go on to baffle scientists, ignite this massive global debate, and really challenge our entire understanding of technology and time. And get this. According to one analysis, some resin found inside the object dates all the way back to the last ice age. We're talking 12,560 years ago. To put that in perspective, that's more than 10,000 years before the Great Pyramids were even a thought. Just let that sink in.
So this is the extraordinary, almost unbelievable claim right at the heart of the Buga Sphere mystery. It's an object that basically forces us to question what we think we know about our own history. Okay, let's dive in.
To really get a handle on this, we've got to start right at the beginning. What exactly is the Buga Sphere, and why on earth has it captured so much global attention?
The whole story really kicks off in early 2025. Witnesses see this strange object maneuvering in a way that no known aircraft does. These weird, erratic zigzags. It was found pretty quickly after it landed, and from there, the story just exploded onto the international stage. And that all culminated in that absolutely stunning claim in September about the radiocarbon dating.
Now, the people who first examined the sphere reported a whole list of bizarre properties. They described it as a seamless metallic orb, unnaturally cold to the touch. But what's even stranger is that the very ground where it landed was apparently sterilized. The grass, the soil, it just died off completely.
The mystery only gets deeper when you start to look at what was supposedly found inside it, and the theories that try to explain how this thing could even possibly work. You see, this object apparently doesn't just sit there. Reports claim it does all sorts of truly bizarre things. Its weight supposedly fluctuates wildly when you put it on a scale. It's said to emit these low-frequency signals, and in one of the more incredible claims, it even seems to respond to Sanskrit chants, all while generating what researchers are calling a strong, decaying ionized field.
So to even try and explain these effects, some researchers came up with an entirely new branch of physics. They're calling it topotemporal physics. The core idea is that the sphere somehow interacts with the very fabric of spacetime to create what's called a negative mass effect, which lets it reduce its own inertia.
So, what does that mean in simple terms? Well, it's like the sphere has a built-in cheat code for the laws of physics. It's like it can just rewrite its own rules, manipulating its weight and movement in ways that should be totally impossible.
And this isn't just some hollow ball. CT scans have allegedly revealed an incredibly complex design on the inside. We're talking 3 distinct metallic layers, a dense central core that they're calling a chip, and it's all surrounded by 18 smaller spheres, connected by what looks like a complex fiber optic network. The whole thing just screams engineered device. And this brings us right to the central conflict surrounding the Buga Sphere. Is this a genuine alien artifact with some kind of divine message for humanity? Or is it one of the most elaborate man-made hoaxes we've ever seen? Proponents of the alien theory, they point to this. Using AI, they claim to have decoded this poetic and pretty profound message from the sphere's surface engravings, a message all about consciousness, creation, and cosmic unity.
But critics immediately pushed back, and pushed back hard. Looking at those same engravings, a lot of people, like this Reddit user, pointed out the really poor quality of the line work. They're comparing it to prison-style tattoos, or something that was just hastily carved up with a Dremel. You gotta ask, would a hyper-advanced civilization really have such shaky hands?
And that really illustrates the divide here. For every single one of these extraordinary claims, there's a strong counterargument. The so-called profound message? It shows up in tabloids, not in peer-reviewed science papers. The advanced manufacturing is criticized for what looks like poor craftsmanship. And the fact that some of the people promoting it have a history of pushing hoaxes, well, it leads many to suggest it's much more likely to be an art project than an alien probe.
You know, we've seen this kind of pattern before. Way back in 1974, the Betz mystery sphere generated a similar amount of global excitement and claims of alien technology. It moved on its own, it vibrated, until it was eventually identified as a perfectly mundane industrial ball valve. It's a really powerful reminder that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
So we don't have a definitive answer yet, but there is a clear, logical path to getting one if, and it's a big if, those in possession of the sphere are willing to take it. A legitimate scientific investigation would look something like this. First, you create a public catalog of every single symbol from high-resolution photos, and you let independent linguists from all over the world analyze them. Second, you conduct blinded, controlled tests of these audio response claims. And third, and this is the most important one, you allow neutral, established labs to conduct their own materials analysis. It's about transparent, repeatable, and verifiable tests, not just speculation.
Ultimately, this object has become a kind of mirror, reflecting our greatest hopes and our deepest skepticism. It forces us to confront how we approach these profound mysteries. It's a test case, really, for balancing an open mind with the rigorous demand for evidence. The Buga Sphere may or may not be from another world, but the debate it has sparked is a powerful reflection of our own time. What we choose to believe and how we choose to verify it says everything about us.